Well, I vlogged and vlogged and vlogged some more until suddenly I looked down and realized I had been vlogging for 33 minutes straight. So I just deleted the entire thing because I was talking about things that were nonsensical and not related to anything important, and just I rambled. Clearly, I'm bored and lonely and need a hobby. So I'm going to start over, and I'm going to try to do this in the condensed Reader's Digest form. Somebody here. Not a horrible day, but woke very horrible this morning, but slept last night, whereas the night before I took a little bit more Klonopin. Never, ever, never, ever, ever, never have done that. But I did last night, 2 nights ago, because as someone here will say, my brain was ping-ponging. And the more it ping-ponged, the worse I got. And I had already taken my melatonin, and I had already taken my magnesium, and I had already taken my little bit of Klonopin. And so after 2.5 hours, I took another little piece off, a piece off of a piece off of a piece. And then I slept fitfully after that. That night, I happened to go to the store in the early evening after my husband got home, and just as I was ready to leave, my head just went bonkers. It was as if somebody had just literally flicked a switch. I was at the top of my staircase ready to come down after I'd gotten my purse, and all of a sudden I felt that woozy mal-debarquement weirdness, and I was like, well, I'm still going to go. It will pass. It didn't pass. It got worse by the time I got to the store, and even worse by the time I got into the store. So I rushed through the store, literally wanted to fall out crying right there in the store, but I waited till I got to the car and then cried all the way home. I was a mess. A mess. My husband came up and he goes, "You don't look like you're doing good." And I go, I'm not doing good. I don't know what happened, but I'm not doing good. But then, so that was probably around 4-ish, I don't know. And then around 6, my daughter calls me saying that she had all the kids with her and that they were going to stop. They were on their way home, and the kids all wanted to stop and say hi and spend some time with me, but they needed to go right home to see their father, who hadn't seen them after school, and he had to do an open house that night, so he wanted to see him before he left. And so she had me on speakerphone, and all the kids were like, "Gammy, can you please come over? Can you come over? Are you going to come over right now?" And I can't say no to the kids. I just can't. I can't. I will when if the day comes that I can't move my legs and I can't stand up. But until then. So I went over to her house and I spent time with the kids, played a couple games with them, entertained them while she got a lot of, got their lunches packed, got their dinner out and cleaned up, dishes, she got a lot done, got a load of laundry in. Well, I just kept the kids entertained. Then she put the baby down while I played another game with the 3 older ones. And then 8 o'clock, got the 3 older ones all in one bed with me and read them a story and cuddled with them and told them that on Saturday I would be taking them to the apple farm, the apple orchard. I'm going to let the phone ring. Anyone who uses my landline, it's not important. Except for one person, and I can call her back if it's her. Anyway, came home from that, and then I felt okay, but as soon as the lights off, my brain just started, I started getting the myoclonic jerks, so I would feel like I was dozing, then my whole body would just jerk, 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 and I can't describe the brain. It's horrible. Anyway, so that was 2 nights ago. Last night, slept okay, but woke up worse than ever. I mean, to the point you feel psychotic. And somebody online in one of the Lyme support groups asked that question just 2 days, yesterday I think it was. Do any of you feel so crazy that you feel like you should be committed? And I might be wrong, but I think like there was 128 comments. Something crazy like that. I might be wrong, but it was like comment after comment after comment of absolutely, yes, you're not alone. Yes, I do this, feel that way all the time. It's like, well, what do we do? What can we do to prevent ourselves from literally cracking that last thread of sanity before somebody snips it? Because it's in our brain, and the head symptoms are so severe that if you have a predisposition of having anxiety, which I do, it just floods over you. I've never been one of those people who could just shrug something off and go, it is what it is. No, I overthink everything. I have a very long history of having emotional problems, but never took any medications for it, never sought help for it, and no one would have ever known. I was a single mother, had my own apartment, worked a full-time job. I carried on with life, and no one would have ever known how bad I probably needed serious intervention. But when I came down with the H. pylori in 2012, but wasn't even diagnosed with it till 2013 because I thought it was all anxiety. As I've told you in the past, I had no idea that I was truly sick. I always threw everything on my anxiety because that's what doctors always told me. You're just anxious. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. So I waited a year before I saw a doctor. And it was after I'd lost, at that point, I'd lost 35 pounds. In total, I ended up losing 55. But by the time I saw a doctor, I'd lost over 30 pounds. And I wasn't trying. And the doctor was like, oh my gosh, you're really sick. I fell into the hole, and I have never come out of the hole since then. I've crawled and climbed and grabbed a hold and got up the side, and I could see the rim at the top of the hole, but never have I gotten to the rim or gotten out of the hole. I'll get up, and then I slide down. And I get up, and I slide down. Sound familiar to any of you? It's like, you ever hear the story of, this is a true story. It was a fraternity, and they were playing a prank on a newbie, and let him down into a well, and holding on to a rope. He had to hold on to a rope. Let him down into a well, and then left him. And he could feel right below at the end of the rope water. And I start screaming and, you know, I don't remember how long he held on before he just knew, that's it, I'm going to die because I'm going to fall into this well, and how long am I going to be able to tread water, you know? Did he not know how to, I don't know if the story is that he didn't even know how to swim, though. Maybe that was it, he didn't even know how to swim. But anyways, eventually he lets go. He drops 3 inches, and he's at the bottom of the well. There was only 3 inches of water. He's standing there. That's how I feel. I feel like I'm holding onto this rope. But if I just let go, what will happen? Will I be just standing in 3 inches of water, or will I drown? I don't know. It's scary. These last few years have been the scariest years of my life. Not being able to drive, not being able to walk straight, not being able to do much of, make a meal, barely can do my housework, can't babysit my grandchildren, all the things that have been torn from me and the things that I'm trying my hardest to reincorporate into my life. But I want you to know, is God is my witness. When I do whatever I do, it is probably the hardest thing I've ever done. I don't do any of these things easily. I don't drive easily, carefree. I don't shop carefree and easily. I don't babysit my grandchildren. Everything I do is a humongous battle. But yes, I do know that even though it's a battle, I am able to do it, and some of you are not even there. You're not even able to do that. And I was where you're at. There was a time I could not drive. My husband had to drive me literally down to the library, which is about 2 miles from my house. I couldn't drive 2 miles to the library. I'd have to get a stool and sit to look at the books because I couldn't stand and scan the books. I had to sit and look at a book at a time. I mean, I still have a problem with that, by the way. I have a big problem in stores scanning, shelves of stuff. It makes me very dizzy. But I got to do what I got to do, because tomorrow I might be gone. And there will be no more memory making with my kids or my grandkids. So when they say, Gammy, can you come over? I'm going to put my shoes on and come over if I have a car and can get there. Tomorrow, taking them to the apple orchard, Yuda, my stepmother, will be joining me. So we're taking the 3 oldest ones, not taking the baby. It would be worthless for him anyways. He wouldn't enjoy it. And is it going to be really hard? Yes, absolutely. But I'm going to do it. I'm walking in that walk next Saturday, a week from tomorrow. I walk 3 miles every day. But mind you, I have earbuds on, and I'm not talking to anyone, and I'm looking straight ahead, and I'm walking. I am power walking as fast as I can to get it over with, because I am lightheaded and off-balanced, but I still do it. When I do this walk for this suicide awareness prevention, it's going to be with hundreds of people. It's going to be really hard. But I told my daughter I'd do it. So, just frustrated, annoyed, and tired of it all. And don't know what to do next. Don't have the money to treat. I mean, I need a car. I need a car. I haven't gotten the medical marijuana because the LDN has pretty much controlled my pain. I still get pain. You've heard me, that my neck and my shoulders and everything, and I'll ache and stuff. But nothing like before I took the LDN. Before I was taking the LDN, I was walking around with the heat pack around my neck 24/7. and I was rubbing ointment on my neck, and I was in constant pain. So the LDN at the dosage I'm at has brought it down. I would love to increase the dosage to see how much better I could even get with that, but my symptoms rev up and I don't care to even ride it out. I'm so sensitive to everything. I'm not one of those people that can just take something and be okay. My body reacts. And a lot of times my body reacts paradoxically. And that's scary. So even with the medical marijuana, if I was to try it, the THC at night to help me sleep, I fear that I'm going to have a paradoxical effect. And then what do? Nothing you can do about that. You just have to wait it out until it wears off your body. Who wants to be panicking for hours straight? More so than we already are, right? So, I'm going to stop here. I may go see my mother later. Or I may decide to see her on Sunday. I haven't made up my mind. Tend to think I should go today and get it out of the way in case the family or anyone wants to do anything on the weekend other than us going to the apple orchard tomorrow. Anyone wants to do anything Sunday because it's supposed to be nice. Low 60s, sunny, perfect fall day. So, that would be a day my husband and I would get on the Harley and take off for the day. No. That I can't do. That I won't do. I will not get on the back of the Harley because that truly is dangerous. I'm really afraid I would just tip right off of it. And I'd ride on the back and not even hold on to anything. I've ridden on the back of his motorcycle for so many, 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 many years that I just lay my hands on my thighs. I didn't hold him or hold the seat or anything. I just rode. If I got on that Harley now, I'd be grabbing a hold of him and holding on to the seat and everything. Seatbelt me in. Told him he should sell it. But he loves his motorcycle. Anyway. Talk to you guys later. End of the day. For me. Haven't done anything. Just felt very off. Which I have to do all the time, so nothing new. Just decided not to go see my mom. I'll go see her on Sunday. The thought of driving all the way there and back. Too much for my head to handle. Gotta be ready for tomorrow. So, not a successful day. My neck is hurting. Lymph nodes are swollen. Headachy. Just not doing good. Not doing good. Oh, gotta love this friggin' disease. Gotta love it. So, that's that. I don't even know if I should post this.